Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, in whichever time you're watching this. Welcome to SSC and welcome to the 22nd day of Static GK Quiz Show, in which we shall be discussing sports, polity, leagues, and books and authors. All these topics are the continuations of the previous session. This session consists of total of 20 questions. So let's proceed. I request everyone to participate in the quiz. At the end of each question, you will be given a 10 seconds timer during which you can answer, and do check your scores at the end, that how much do you score out of 20. So let's proceed. The PDF of entire series, it will cost you rupees 300. For this, send a message to 77970 58659. So let's proceed. The first topic, sports. It's the continuation from the day 21. So let's proceed. The first question: who will host FIFA World Cup 2026 tournament? FIFA World Cup 2026. The options are there and your time begins now. USA and India, USA and Canada, USA, Canada and Mexico, or USA and Canada. Okay, there are too many USA and Canadas. So I hope you have written the correct answer. The correct answer is USA, Canada and Mexico. You know that this year, that is 2022, the FIFA World Cup has already begun, and the FIFA World Cup 2022 is hosted by Qatar, and this 2026 FIFA World Cup will be hosted by United States, Canada and Mexico. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Let's proceed to the next question. Who won the runners-up title of FIFA World Cup 2018? Okay, runners-up title. The options are there, and your time begins now. United States, Croatia, Argentina, or Brazil. Runners-up title of FIFA World Cup 2018. The correct answer to this question is Croatia. Okay, Croatia have won the runners-up title of FIFA World Cup 2018. Means who have won FIFA World Cup 2018? I think everyone knows it was won by France for the second time. Okay, runners-up were Croatia, and third place was stood by Belgium, and fourth place England. Okay, so 2018 FIFA World Cup. Okay, it was hosted by Russia. Okay, host country was Russia. This year's 2022 FIFA World Cup, the host country is Qatar, and the next, that is 2026 FIFA World Cup, as we've already discussed, it will be hosted by United States, Canada, and Mexico. So I hope it is clear. Please write in the comment if you know the capital of Croatia. Let us check. Okay, capital of Croatia. So write this. Okay, next question. Who is the present president of All India Football Federation? This should be easy. We've discussed this in current affairs as well. Okay, the answer got revealed. Anyways, okay, no timer for this. It's Kalyan Chaube. Okay, Kalyan Chaube is the present president of All India Football Federation. You know that there were only two contenders. One was Kalyan Chaube and one was Bhaichung Bhutia. And Bhaichung Bhutia unfortunately lost this elections for presidency of AIFF. So Kalyan Chaube is the president of All India Football Federation as of now, that is in 2022. Okay, AIFF was founded in 23rd of June 1937. Okay, and this AIFF got FIFA affiliation in 1948 and Asian Football Confederation affiliation in 1954. Headquartered at New Delhi, President Kalyan Chaube, and also remember the vice president as well, it is N.A. Harris. Okay, fine, let's proceed to the next question. Who is the present coach of Indian national football team? The options are there and your time begins now. Present coach of Indian national football team: Igor Stimac Syed Nayeemuddin, Didier Deschamps, or Bob Hougton. So the time is over. The present coach of Indian national football team in 2022 is Igor Stimac. Okay, he is a Croatian football coach. Okay, Croatia, the runners-up for 2018 FIFA World Cup, and Igor Stimac is also a former football player who played as centre back. Okay, he is the current head coach of Indian national team. Okay, I think you all know that the current captain of Indian national team is Sunil Chhetri. Okay, so this is it. Next question: how many teams are the participants of FIFA World Cup 2022? Okay, extremely important. How many teams are participants of FIFA World Cup 2022 this year? How many teams are participating? 28 teams, 32 teams, 35 teams, or 40 teams? The time is over. The correct answer is 32 teams. Okay, so this year there are total of 32 teams, that is 32 nations, which are participating in FIFA World Cup 2022. So with this we complete sports. Now let's move towards next section, and that is polity. It's a continuation from 21 day. Okay, day 21. First question. What is the name of the treaty which allows the member states to withdraw from the European Union? And this question was precisely asked in Under Secretary 2017 prelims. Okay, so it's a previous year question. So the options are there and your time begins now. Okay, SPSC's previous year question. Which treaty allows the member states of European Union to withdraw from the Union? The correct answer is Lisbon Treaty. Okay, so as you can see, the right of a member state to withdraw from the European Union was introduced for the first time with the Lisbon Treaty. Lisbon, as you know, is the capital of Portugal. Okay, and this treaty contained that the possibility of withdrawal was highly controversial before that, and it was signed in 13th of December 2007. Okay, this treaty in Lisbon, Portugal, and it amended the two previous treaties that established the foundation of the European Union. So basically, this Lisbon Treaty allows member states to withdraw from the European Union. Okay, it was signed in 2007. Remember this date as well. Okay, so it's a previous year question, very important. Next question. Okay, let us check other options as well. The Treaty of Copenhagen was signed in 27th May 1660. It marked the conclusion of Second Northern War between the Swedish Empire and the alliance of Denmark, Norway, and Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. So this was about Copenhagen Treaty. Okay, it was signed in 27th May 1660. Okay, around 400 years back. Around. Okay, so next is Vienna Treaty. That is the Vienna Convention of Law of Treaties. It was signed on 23rd of May 1969. It's an international agreement regulating treaties between the states, which means it is known as Treaty on Treaties. Okay, so Treaty on Treaties. So very important. It can be asked that which treaty is known as Treaty on Treaties. Then it is Vienna Treaty. Okay, Vienna, as you know, is the capital of Austria. Okay, so what does it do? This treaty established the comprehensive rules, procedures, and guidelines for how treaties are defined, drafted, amended, interpreted, and generally operated. And at the end, there's one Paris Agreement, which is often referred to as Paris Accords or the Paris Climate Accords. It's an international treaty on climate change. It is the agreement which covers climate change mitigation, adaptation, and finance. And when it was signed in 22nd of April 2016. So I hope it is clear. Let's proceed to the next question. Okay, all these treaties are important. Okay, so Copenhagen Treaty was asked before, so these treaties can also be asked. So please have a look. Not only these treaties, please look at other important treaties as well. Next, which of the following is or are the qualification to be appointed as the governor of the state? Number one point, a person should be a citizen of India. Number two point, a person should not be a resident of the state of which he or she works as governor. And number three point is should have completed age of 35 years. So which of these conditions hold? The options are there and your time begins now. Is it only one and two? Only one and three? Only one or all one, two, and three? The time is over. So the correct answer is only 1 and 3, which means for to be the governor of a state, first of all, a person should be a citizen of India. First qualification, first criteria, and the second criteria is that the person should have completed the age of 35 years. So point number two is not mandatory, as it is not required that you should not be the resident of state which he or she works as governor. Okay, so number two is not mandatory. The only 2 points are mandatory to be the governor of India. First of all, governor of state. First of all, you should be a citizen of India, and second thing is you should have completed the age of 35 years. Okay, and the most important thing, it is mentioned in Article 157 of Indian Constitution. So remember this as well. Okay, that is which article mentions the qualifications of the governor of state, then it's Article 157. There's two important qualifications. Easy, right? So let's proceed to the next question. By which amendment act the protectorate status of Sikkim was terminated and Sikkim was given the status of an associate state of the Indian Union? By the term associate state, we mean that it is a nation with limited sovereignty, okay, especially a former colony that now assumes responsibility for the domestic affairs but continues to depend on the external ruler for the defense and foreign policy. Okay, so this is what we mean by associate state. So By which amendment act the protectorate status of Sikkim was terminated and Sikkim was given the status of an associate state of the Indian Union. The options are there and your time begins now. 35th Amendment Act, 36th, 37th or 38th Amendment Act. The correct answer to this question is 35th Amendment Act. Okay, many of you might get confused with the 38th Amendment Act by which Sikkim became a state of India. Okay, but here the question which is being asked is, when did Sikkim was given a status of an associate state? Okay, not a full-fledged state but an associate state. Then it was the 35th Amendment Act. So let us see this in quite detail. The Constitution Act, that is 35th Amendment Act of Indian Constitution, it was passed in 1974. Okay, 1974 by the Parliament. And what does this act do? This act provides for the designation of an associate state of Sikkim. We have already discussed what does associate state means, and it was unprecedented in Indian history, which means it never happened before. Okay, that any state was given a status of associate state. Okay, so what did this act do? It terminated the protectorate status of Sikkim. India was a protectorate of Sikkim was a protectorate of India before 1974. Okay, so this 35th Amendment terminated this protectorate state and conferred on it the status of an associate state. And the next step, that is in 1975, another amendment was done in the Indian Constitution, and the amendment was 36th Amendment. And what did it do? The 36th Amendment of 1975 of the Indian Constitution made Sikkim a full-fledged state of Indian Union. So remember it. 1974, Sikkim was made in protectorate, 35th Amendment, and 1975, Sikkim was made full-fledged state, 36th Amendment. So let's see this chronology. First of all, in 1950, okay, we have already discussed this in previous year Sikkim GK analysis. Okay, if you've watched it in this channel only, then Indo-Sikkimese Treaty, in 1950, Sikkim became an Indian protectorate through Indo-Sikkimese Treaty. And in the year 1974, Sikkim became an associate state of India. We already discussed by 35th Amendment. And at the end in 1975, May 16, Sikkim became a full-fledged state of Indian Union by 36th Amendment of Indian Constitution. So I hope it is clear. Let's proceed to the next question. The next question. Okay, I think the question got repeated, right? Yeah, the question got repeated. Let's leave it. Yeah, 35th Amendment Act. Yeah. Next question. Which of the following articles directs the state to protect and improve the environment? The options are there and your time begins now. Which of the following articles directs the state to protect and improve the environment? The correct answer is Article 48A of the Indian Constitution. What does it say? It says that the state shall endeavor to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard the forest and wildlife of the country. Okay, Article 48. Remember this. So I think with this we complete the polity. Let's proceed towards next section, which is lakes. Okay, it's the continuation from day 3. So next question from lakes. Match the following. Green Salt Lake, Baikal Lake, Roller Lake, and Great Slave Lake. It's on the left hand side, and you need to match that which lake belongs to which country. The option combinations are given in the options below. Okay, the combinations are there, the answer combinations. So this question is also a previous year question. It was also asked in Under Secretary 2017 prelims precisely. Okay, so very important. The options are there, and your time begins now. Green Salt Lake, Baikal Lake, Wallet Lake, or Great Slave Lake. India, USA, Russia, Canada. Which lakes belong to which country? So, if you want to take some more time, then you can pause the video and just see. Okay, so I think you have answered it. So the correct answer is Green Salt Lake is in United States. Baikal Lake, which is the deepest lake in the world, it's in Russia. That is A2, B3. Okay, B Baikal Lake, 3 Russia. And then Woller Lake, I think you all know it's in India, right? So Woller Lake in Jammu and Kashmir, India. And at the end, Great Slave Lake, it's in Canada. So A1, B2, C1, D4 is the correct answer. Okay, so this kind of question can be asked. Okay, so match the following. It was a previous year question. I hope you've written the correct answer. Let's proceed to the next question. The next question. Which of the following is the largest man-made lake in the world? The options are there and your time begins now. Largest man-made lake in the world. Blue Lake, Lake Hurun, Lake Titacica, or Lake Kariba? Well, the largest man-made lake in the world is Lake Kariba. It's located in 1,300 kilometer upstream from the Indian Ocean. It's along the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Next question. How much of the world's fresh water is in the Great Lakes of North America? Great Lakes of North America. The options are there and your time begins now. 21%, 40%, 45% or 50%. The time is over. The correct answer is 21%. So the Great Lakes in North America span 4,530 miles of coast and account for 21% of world's fresh water. So 21% is the volume of world's fresh water in the Great Lakes of North America. Fine, let's go to the next question. Which is the oldest lake in the world? The options are there and your time begins now. Lake Baikal, Lake Hurun, Lake Titacica or Lake Kariba? So the correct answer is Lake Baikal only. So we already know that Lake Baikal in Russia, it is the deepest lake in the world. Fine. And Lake Baikal is also the oldest lake in the world. Okay, it's around 25 million years old. Okay, oldest lake in the world. So I hope it is clear. Let's go to the last question of this section. Sakambari Jheel is in which place? The options are there and your time begins now. Rajasthan, India, Kathmandu, Nepal, Pokhara, Nepal or Thimphu, Bhutan? Sakambari Jheel. The correct answer is Rajasthan, India. This Sakambari Jheel is actually another name for the Sambar Salt Lake, which is the India's largest inland salt lake. Okay, it's located in Sambar Lake Town, Jaipur district of Rajasthan. Okay, so it's also called Sakambari Jheel. So with this we complete lakes. Now we have to go to books and authors. It's the continuation from day 20. Okay, so books and authors. The first question from this section: who wrote the book India's Economy Policy Preparing for 21st Century? And this is a previous year question. This was asked in again under Secretary Prelims 2017. Okay, so who wrote the book India's Economic Policy Preparing for 21st Century? The options are there and time begins now. Madhu Dandawate, Bimal Jalan Amartya Sen or Man Mohan Singh? The correct answer is Bimal Jalan. He wrote this book in 1996. Okay, so as you can see, this is the book. Okay, India's Economic Policy Preparing for 21st Century, wrote by Bimal Jalan. Okay, so next question: who among the following Indian freedom fighters authored the books Bodhisatva Doctrines, 44 Months in Germany and Turkey, and Social Conquest of Hindu Race? The options are there, and your time begins now. So, author of these three books: Bodhisattva Doctrines, 44 Months in Germany and Turkey, Social Conquest of Hindu Race. The time is over. The correct answer to this question is Lala Har Dayal Mathurwas. Okay, Lala Har Dayal. He was an Indian national revolutionary and a freedom fighter. He was a polymath who turned down a career in Indian civil services. So this is very important. Okay, he turned down his career in Indian civil service and he became a nationalist revolutionary. And he founded Gadar Party in 1913. Okay, so it can be asked that who founded Gadar Party? Then it is Lala Har Dayal only. And his works are Thoughts in Education, Social Conquest in Hindu Race, 44 Months in Germany and Turkey, Hints for Self-Culture, Bodhisattva Doctrines. Fine. So this is it. Lala Har Dayal is the author of these books. Next, who is the author of the book titled Not Just a Night Watchman? My Innings in the BCCI. The options are there and your time begins now. Sourav Ganguly, Vinod Rai, Jagmohan Dalmiya or N Srinivasan? So this was written by Vinod Rai. Vinod Rai was 11th Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Who is the present CAG of India? He is Girish Chandra Murmu, right? 14th CAG, I guess. 14th or 15th? Please correct me if I am wrong. Okay, I think it's 14th. So 14th CAG, Girish Chandra Murmu, and 11th CAG was Vinod Rai, and he have written this book called Not Just a Night Watchman, My Innings in BCCI. Why? Because how his he related to BCCI because the Supreme Court of India appointed Vinod Rai as the interim president of BCCI in 2017. Okay, so he was the interim president for BCCI, and at that time, might be he had written this book called Not Just a Night Watchman, my innings in BCCI. Okay, sorry, this book was written recently only in 2022. Okay, so he was the president of BCCI in 2017. Okay, so published this year only. So it's a very recent book, can be asked. So have a close look on it. Next question: who is the author of the book 1232 kilometer, the long journey home? The correct, sorry, the time begins now. Then only you will get the correct answer. Author of the book 1232 kilometers, the longest journey home. Vinod Capri, Vinod Kumar, Vinod Khanna, none of the above. The correct answer is Vinod Capri. So this 1232 kilometer, the long journey home, is not just a book but also a documentary. Okay, this documentary highlights the journey of seven migrant workers from Bihar who traveled back on their homes, back to their homes on their bicycles. Okay, and they reached home after 7 days. So 7 days traveling on bicycles during the harsh time of COVID. Okay, during those harsh restrictions, and that to a distance of 1232 kilometer. So what kind of problems did they face? Okay, what kind of harsh circumstances did they pass on? All this is brilliantly covered by Vinod Capri in his camera. Okay, and he has published a documentary on Disney Plus Hotstar. So it's a very nice documentary. In fact, I've also seen it, so please have a look, you won't regret it. Okay, it's a very nice one. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. Who are the authors of the book titled The Little Book of Joy? The options are there, and your time begins now. The Little Book of Joy: Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu, Tendulkar and Brian Lara, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama, Sudha Murthy, Narayan Murthy. The Little Book of Joy is a book written by Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu in 2016. Okay, Desmond Tutu is an archbishop, and Dalai Lama, they both co-authored this book. Okay, the Book of Joy, lasting happiness in a changing world. And this book has sold already 1 million copies and has been translated into more than 40 languages. So very important book. So with this, we complete all these questions. I hope you've written the correct answer to all these questions. So please write your scores, that how much did you score out of 20. So let us revise all these questions. So from sports, we saw that a FIFA World Cup 2026 tournament, it will be hosted by USA, Canada, and Mexico. And then we saw that FIFA World Cup's runner-up title 2018, it was won by Croatia, and the winners were France. Okay, Croatia came second, and the present president of EIFF is Kalyan Chaube. Present coach of Indian national football team is Igor Stimac. 32 teams will be participating in FIFA World Cup 2020 in Qatar. Talking from Polity, the treaty which allows member states to withdraw from European Union is the Lisbon Treaty. Okay, Lisbon Treaty. And then we saw that the qualifications to be appointed as the governor of state is that he should be a citizen of India and he should have completed age of 35 years. The point 2 is not relevant. Next, we saw that by the 35th Amendment Act, the protectorate status of Sikkim was terminated and Sikkim was given the status of an associate state of the Indian Union. And then we saw that okay, the question was repeated, and then we saw that Article 48A directs that the state to protect and improve the environment. Talking about lakes, we saw that Green Salt Lake is in USA, Baikal Lake is in Russia, Wollard Lake is in India, Jammu and Kashmir, and Great Slave Lake was in Canada. So the answer was A2, B3, C1, and D4. Okay. Next, we saw that the largest man-made lake in the world is Lake Kariba, and then 21% of world's freshwater lake, about 21%, it's in Great Lakes of North America. Oldest lake in the world is Lake Baikal, along with being the deepest lake in the world. We saw that Sakambari Jheel is also known as a Sambhar Lake. It's in Rajasthan, India. And then talking about books and authors, we saw that India's economic policy preparing for 21st century was written by Bimal Jalan, and we saw that Bodhisatva Doctrines, 44 months in Germany and Turkey, and Social Conquest of Hindu Race, it was all written by Lala Har Dayal. We saw Not Just a Nightwatchman by Innings in BCCI was written by Vinod Rai, and 1232 kilometer, the longest journey home, it was written by Vinod Capri. Okay, and then at the end we saw that the Little Book of Joy written by Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu. So this is all about these questions for today. The PDF of entire series till day 21, and also the PDF of further series, it will cost you rupees 300. For this, send a message to 7797058659. So we complete the session. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to SSC Sikkim. Please don't forget. Bye bye.